Have you ever felt like you're moving through life, but not really moving forward? You wake up, follow the routine, complete your tasks, go to sleep, and repeat. On the surface, everything might look fine. You might even feel successful by society's standards. Yet deep down, something feels missing. A quiet question lingers in your mind. Is this really what I'm meant to do with my life? The truth is, human beings can survive stress, struggle, and even failure, but they struggle profoundly with one thing: a life without purpose. And the shocking truth? Most people never intentionally search for it. They drift, they react, they hope clarity will magically appear. But purpose rarely arrives by accident. It is something we must actively explore. The feeling of being lost. At some point in life, almost everyone experiences a sense of being lost. Not lost physically, but lost internally. You might have a stable job. You might be financially secure. You might even be admired by others. Yet something still feels incomplete. Modern life trains us to work hard, compete, and achieve, but rarely teaches us to pause and reflect. We are taught to follow instructions, to meet deadlines, to chase measurable success. But we are seldom asked, what truly matters to me? What kind of life do I want to build? How do I want to impact the world? Without reflection, life can feel like a long sequence of tasks rather than a meaningful journey. And that quiet emptiness grows over time. Viktor Frankl and the search for meaning. One of the most powerful lessons about purpose comes from Viktor Frankl. In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl survived Nazi concentration camps. During the worst imaginable conditions, he observed something extraordinary. Prisoners who believed their lives still had meaning were far more likely to survive psychologically. Those who lost hope often broke down quickly. Frankl concluded that humans are not primarily driven by pleasure or power. They are driven by meaning. When life feels meaningless, we experience boredom, restlessness, or despair. Frankl called this the existential vacuum. The key takeaway: purpose isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for mental and emotional survival. Even in the darkest circumstances, having a reason to live gave people extraordinary resilience. And today, many of us face a more subtle but equally serious challenge. We have comfort and opportunity, yet we still feel empty. Why? Because we haven't found meaning that motivates us. Why most people struggle to find purpose. If purpose is so crucial, why is it so elusive? Because most people live reactively. They follow expectations instead of curiosity. Expectations from parents, from society, and about what success should look like. They choose careers that seem safe, pursue goals that look impressive on social media, or chase milestones that others value. But purpose rarely lives inside the word should. Purpose exists in curiosity, in activities that energize you, and in problems that ignite passion. Yet modern life is full of noise. Notifications, deadlines, social media, endless entertainment. It's easy to drift through life without noticing the subtle signs of what truly matters to you. Start with your why. Simon Sinek in Start With Why explains that the most inspiring individuals and organizations share one common trait. They know their why. Most people focus on what they do or how they do it, but meaningful work begins with why. Why do you care about what you do? Why does it matter? Why should the world notice? When you understand your why, your actions transform. You are no longer motivated solely by rewards or recognition. You are driven by purpose. This shifts work from being a job into being part of your identity, giving every action deeper meaning. Ikigai, the Japanese secret. There's a beautiful concept from Japanese culture called Ikigai, explained in Ikigai, the Japanese secret to a long and happy life. Ikigai roughly means a reason for being. It exists at the intersection of four elements. 1. What you love. 2. What you're good at. 3. What the world needs. 4. What you can be rewarded for. When these elements align, work and life feel deeply fulfilling. For example, someone who loves cooking, is talented at creating flavors, wants to help people enjoy healthy food, and can earn a living from it. That alignment creates purpose and meaning. Ikigai is rarely instant. It's discovered gradually through exploration, reflection, and action. Purpose is built through action. Purpose isn't something you suddenly stumble upon. It's built through curiosity, exploration, reflection, and taking small, deliberate actions. Even failure is valuable. It teaches what doesn't resonate, refining your path. Look at people you admire. Very few began with perfect clarity. Instead, they experimented. They explored opportunities. They tried, failed, adjusted, and grew. Gradually, purpose revealed itself as patterns began to emerge in their interests, values, and impact. Purpose is less like finding a hidden treasure and more like crafting a path step by step. Finding purpose requires courage, because curiosity often leads into the unknown. It may mean changing careers, learning new skills, stepping away from safe routines, or challenging societal expectations. That uncertainty feels uncomfortable, but comfort rarely leads to growth. Curiosity does. Those who find fulfilling lives are willing to explore, take risks, and remain open to change. They embrace being beginners. They accept that mistakes are part of the journey, and they continue, even when the outcome is unclear. Start by asking yourself better questions. What activities make me lose track of time? What problems in the world do I care deeply about? What strengths do people often recognize in me? What challenges excite me, even when they are difficult? Who do I want to help or impact with my life? These questions shift focus from external expectations to internal signals. Your answers often point directly to your purpose, your unique contribution. Purpose grows stronger when it serves others, helping others grow, solving meaningful problems, creating something valuable. Contribution amplifies meaning. Human beings are wired to find fulfillment when their actions positively affect the world. Even small acts of contribution can have ripple effects, magnifying your sense of purpose. Purpose is rarely about fame or wealth. It's about alignment between talent, passion, and impact. Think of purpose as a compass. Without it, life can feel directionless. With it, even difficult choices become clearer. Should I switch careers? Should I invest more time in this project? Should I pursue this skill or learn something new? Purpose acts as a guiding principle that informs decisions. It tells you where to focus your energy, it shapes priorities, and it keeps you aligned with your deeper values, even when life feels chaotic. Here are 3 simple exercises you can do to start discovering your purpose. Reflect daily. Spend 5 to 10 minutes writing about moments that made you feel energized or alive that day. Explore new paths. Try new activities, volunteer, or learn skills outside your comfort zone. Identify impact. Ask yourself, who benefits from my work or actions? How could I help more? These small steps create a foundation for uncovering deeper meaning. Purpose emerges when you connect curiosity, action, and reflection. At the end of the day, purpose is not a destination. It's a journey. The more you explore yourself, reflect, and take deliberate action, the clearer your path becomes. Your purpose is not something you passively wait to discover. It is something you actively build, one experience at a time, one decision at a time. Even challenges and setbacks are meaningful.
They teach, refine, and redirect you toward alignment.
A life without purpose often feels empty, even if it looks successful on the outside. A life guided by purpose feels alive. Even struggles are part of the journey. As Viktor Frankl reminds us, when we have a why to live, we can bear almost any how. So ask yourself, what energizes me? What impact do I want to make? What steps can I take today toward exploring my purpose? The moment you start building purpose, your life begins to feel focused, meaningful, and alive. If this video made you reflect on your life direction, take one step today. Write down what excites you. Explore a new path. Identify one small action that aligns with your values. Your purpose is not waiting. It begins the moment you act. Subscribe to Mindset Bloom for more videos on personal growth, mindset, and building a meaningful life. Because the most important journey you'll ever take is discovering who you are truly meant to become.